Welcome back, brother. This content is for those genuinely interested in men's rights. It covers complex, controversial topics that may not suit a general audience. If you're not part of the men's rights community, this video isn't for you, so feel free to tune out now. I'm Conrad Riker, a writer and advocate for fairness, dignity, and respect for men. This movement isn't about division, but addressing systemic injustices in divorce, family law, and societal expectations. Inspired by hardworking men unfairly stripped of their rights, I write for balance and justice. Together, we can change the narrative. Please like and subscribe if you appreciate this video, as it will help get the word out to those who need it. Thank you. Please relax and enjoy. This is an excerpt from SoulSearch, a philosophical guide to the human soul. SoulSearch, a philosophical guide to the human soul, is an ebook available in all good stores. In my life, I've always been fascinated by the concept of the soul. Growing up in a world filled with vague and inconsistent portrayals of the soul in pop culture and mainstream media, I found myself yearning for a comprehensive and logical understanding of the soul that transcended cultural and religious boundaries. This led me to delve into the core debate about the soul and self, comparing Western and Eastern traditions, analyzing the complex relationship between the soul and the physical body, and exploring whether they are separate or interconnected entities. I realized that the soul plays a crucial role in moral decision-making, and different traditions perceive moral responsibility in unique ways. I became intrigued by beliefs about the soul's journey after death across various traditions, including the Western concept of heaven and hell, Eastern ideas of reincarnation, and other spiritual beliefs. This exploration led me to investigate the purpose of the soul according to different traditions and how it affects our actions and decisions. As I delved deeper, I found that the concept of consciousness is intricately linked with the soul. Are they the same, or are there differences? My journey also led me to examine how the soul is seen as a reflection of human nature in various traditions, touching upon the inherent goodness or evil in people. My exploration continued as I looked into the relationship between the soul and the divine power. Across different religions, the soul as a divine spark, a creation of God, or an independent entity. I analyzed how personal and spiritual growth can impact the soul and how different traditions view this process. My investigation also led me to explore the role of the soul in addressing mental health issues and how different traditions use the concept of the soul in healing processes. I became interested in the role of the soul in social justice issues, exploring how our spiritual beliefs can guide our actions towards creating a more just society. Finally, I delved into the role of the soul in the human quest for meaning and purpose in life, investigating how different traditions view this journey. Throughout my exploration, I realized that there is a need for a rational, reasoned, and balanced exploration of the soul that transcends cultural and religious boundaries. This book, SoulSearch, is my attempt to fill that gap. SoulSearch is not just for those who are already interested in the concept of the soul. It is also for those who are skeptical, those who question, and those who seek a logical and reasoned understanding of the soul. If you are tired of the vague and inconsistent portrayals of the soul in pop culture and mainstream media, SoulSearch is the book for you. However, if you are not part of the book's target audience, if you are not open to questioning, exploring, and seeking a deeper understanding of the soul, I strongly encourage you to put this book down. There is no shame in admitting that this book may not be for everyone. SoulSearch is not for those who prefer to remain within the confines of their cultural, religious, or personal beliefs without question or exploration. It is for those who seek a comprehensive and logical understanding of the soul that transcends these boundaries. So, if you are ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment, pick up a copy of SoulSearch today. You will not be disappointed. With the introduction completed, we are jumping to an extract from the book. Let me start with a thought that might seem outlandish at first. What if, as a society, we are systematically underestimating the role of consciousness in moral decision-making? This idea ties into larger debates about philosophical viewpoints on the concept of the soul. But for our purposes, let's zero in on the practical implications of such a belief. Immanuel Kant famously proposed that moral responsibility is intrinsically linked to the consciousness of an individual. In other words, for a person to be held accountable for their actions, they must possess the ability to be aware of their actions and make decisions based on that awareness. This line of thought has been debated and expanded upon by countless philosophers, psychologists, and neuroscientists, yet we find ourselves no closer to a definitive answer. Consider this scenario: a person walking down the street mindlessly pushing a shopping cart, when suddenly the cart veers off course and hits a parked car. Is the individual responsible for the damage caused if they were consciously unaware that they were pushing the cart? The law might say yes in most jurisdictions. Individuals are held responsible for the consequences of their actions, regardless of their intent. But in the court of moral philosophy, the verdict is far less clear-cut. Some argue that without a conscious decision to push the cart, the person cannot be held morally responsible for the damage. Others insist that the damage was caused by a conscious choice, even if the individual wasn't aware of it at the time. So what's the answer? In the grand chessboard of life, consciousness serves as both the board and the game itself. If we subscribe to the belief that consciousness is the driving force behind moral decision-making, then we must also accept that moral responsibility is inextricably linked with the level of consciousness each individual possesses. This viewpoint has far-reaching implications, from the way we structure our laws to how we view mental illnesses that affect consciousness. This philosophical conundrum is more than just an intellectual exercise. It shapes our laws, our moral code, and our perceptions of right and wrong. So the next time you make a decision, whether it's choosing between coffee or tea in the morning or making a life-changing career move, remember that your consciousness is not just a passenger, it's in the driver's seat. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your interest in SoulSearch, a philosophical guide to the human soul, available in all good bookstores. Please like and subscribe. Thank you and God bless.